Nissan is a very popular car brand which can trace its roots all the way to the 1920s. This Japanese brand can be found all over the world. Now today, I've managed to gain access to one of its most confidential buildings to get the Vice President of Nissan Design Europe to try some African food in celebration of Black History Month. Let's go! Do you like to travel?
Love it.
Yeah?
I haven't done it for 2 years, but yeah.
Yeah, everyone's been stuck. It's been so horrible. I wish I had people that were, had jets that would say, you can get on the jet. That would be so great.
You haven't been on that private jet?
No, I'm just getting it. Okay, have you been to Africa? The continent of Africa, as I should say.
I've been to North Africa.
Ooh. Where'd you go?
Morocco, Tunisia. I haven't been to Southern Africa though.
No.
No.
Well, I'm from the West, so today I'm going to introduce you to some foods that I hope will tickle your taste buds. Coast. So the food has been lovely supplied by the Gold Coast. Not the snacks or the sweets, because we don't really have any sweets. But yeah, the starter and the main, definitely.
Over again and again and again, to make I fall in love, my baby. Over again.
Good.
Yeah.
Salty as well.
Yes. So there's one. This one is unripe plantain. The plantains look like the bananas. So unripe plantain, and normally we have the ripe one as well, which I like, but that's sweeter. So we mix it sometimes with the peanuts. Sometimes you can have the peanuts with corn or coconut.
You said these are cooked in sand?
Not these ones, but
Traditionally?
yeah.
Hmm.
Can you taste the difference between the peanuts here?
They're really good.
Yeah. Right?
Really rich.
Mm.
Well, these are my favourite now.
You've got some to take back with you, so that's
They're
good.
really good.
Woo.
Oh yeah. I'm not eating normal peanuts again. That's really good.
Do you want me to cut it for you?
Well, I was going to ask how do I eat that?
Ah, it's just like a donut. So you can just pick it up and bite into it.
Oh, I can do it like that. I'm alright.
Yeah.
And warm.
And warm. Thoughts on it? What does it taste like?
I've never tasted anything like that before.
It's Black History Month in October, and I was reading about, because I know nothing about cars, which is sad. I know that they move, but if anything happens, I know nothing about it.
Neither do I.
But I found out that there were some really prominent people that helped, well, black people, that helped make certain things in the car industry work. A lot of them weren't given credit for their work, but there was one guy that I did read about, is Richard B. Sykes, and he was born in 1878, and then he died in 1963. And it says he was a mechanic, and he did so many different things in California and America. But he patented a trolley pole arrestor and a brake testing machine. And I was like, I didn't even know people did that back in the day, because I just thought it was loads of carriages and carts and all those kind of things. But one thing that they said that he helped and he's been credited for is the invention of the turn signal.
Really?
Yeah. And I thought that was really interesting, because turn signal is very important in every car that you use. So it was one of those things that I realized, okay, so black people were there, helping and being innovative and stuff. And that's one thing that I've seen Nissan is. It's very innovative, very creative, and they always come up with something, I think, that makes it unique. I wanted to find out that, where do you guys get your ideas from? Is it something that you studied at uni that helps you push? Where is it? What inspires you?
Oh, big question. The first part, Richard from California, a little bit older than me,
Fair.
but it's quite cool, right? That in California, that was like the frontier, and they were being very inventive. So they'd have to use everything they had around them, which wouldn't have been a lot, to make these inventions.
True.
And it's really cool, as you say, like he invents one thing, but it's something that we all use and will always use, you know, a safety mechanism like that. So obviously he's more engineering minded, probably a logical guy, an inventor, which is great. For us, how we create stuff, we're more sort of visual people. It's how the cars look. There's a number of influences. First of all, we're in London, so it's an international city, but we're a Japanese company.
Yeah.
And in our building, we've got 18 nationalities. So already, just the diversity, so what everyone sees and who they are, coming together, brings a unique perspective to what we do. And for us, you're right, Nissan, you know, we're a car for everyone. It's designed by everyone, for everyone. So we have to consider all those things, you know, old people, young people, people that are driving in extreme climates, because Nissan's really good in deserts, in Arctic. They're very reliable in all these environments. So it's one thing we have to do is make sure our products appeal to everyone, but can be used everywhere. But as you say, we try and have this kind of unique flair to our products. So we give character to our products. So if you look at the Duke, you might like it.
It's my car.
You might like it, you like it. Some people really don't like it. It's okay, because it's quite unique. And we'd rather that some people love it, and some people are kind of curious about it, than have something that just is in the middle. So we like colour, we like a bit of flair, something unusual.
I love it.
I look like you're
Like my
scared.
I love it. One thing that I read about you that I think is so great.
No, don't.
Yes.
It's embarrassing.
No, I think it's great that I read that you are the first European person to hold the title of Vice President for Nissan Design Europe, which I think is like a breakthrough. You've broken something that has been tradition and has carried on for ages. In Ghana especially, because that's where I'm from, so I'd go with that, there's a company called Kantaka, and they make their own cars. They have the parts, everything in Ghana.
I've heard, yeah, I've heard.
So it's not, you know, shipped, it's not foreign, it's literally their own, and they're so innovative. Recently, my mum showed me a video of some company that has just women that are designing electric cars in Ghana to, you know, help with zero emissions, and they have solar panels because electricity sometimes is difficult. It's not always free flowing. So it just got me thinking, as a pioneer of you being, you know, the first, what is it that you think you can tell other people in terms of trying to break through, even if it's not in the car industry, in whatever industry that they're trying to get into?
Oh, that's very kind of you. I don't feel like I'm a pioneer compared to the ladies in Ghana that, again, are being resourceful, right? They're using what they've got to make something. That's for me, that's more amazing. For me, you know, first of all, I'm the first European vice president, but again, it shows our diversity, because actually they've been from Asia, from Americas, from Cuba, you know, they're from all over. So again, it shows our kind of rich tapestry within our own little company. In terms of like breaking through, I didn't grow up in a posh area. I grew up in the countryside. Actually, after I grew up in Bromley, my parents then moved out to the sort of really west of the UK. And maybe it's there I learnt the same as the ladies in Ghana, a little sense of resourcefulness, because not much around me. And I thought, what's my passion? What do I want to do? And I wasn't so good at many of the things like maths or English. In fact, I was in kind of the lower sets of those learning groups, you know, when you need some help. And I had to really try hard, but I had one passion for me, which was simply cars and design. But I didn't know about car design. But I knew I liked both of those. And I just worked really hard in design, and then I thought I have to learn like the other things like English and maths, but try really, really hard. But I always had a slight self-doubt. But I think the self-doubt is what helps you move forwards. So you do something and you think, is that good enough? I'm not sure. Rather than, I'm great, everything's great. Because if you keep questioning, you keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And I think for me, as I've grown up, that's the thing that's sort of pushed me along. Is obviously working hard, but just, is that right? And just reflect, is it the right thing? Could I do better? And you keep moving forward.
That's an interesting way to think of it, because I think a lot of people are hard on themselves and they are being positive and looking at how good they can be, and using the negative side of your self-doubt to push you forward. I think that's very, very, very different, and I think that's great, because loads of people use that to hold them down. It holds them back rather than pushes them forward, so I think that's really...
But I think it teaches you, I mean, not that I'm saying it, but if you're humble as well, no one can take anything away from you.
Yeah.
Because if you're humble and a good person, you keep trying, no one's going to stop you. Nothing can stop you.
Interesting. I like that. Nothing can stop you. That is awesome. I'm going to use that now. Nothing can stop me.
Over again and again and again.
And then we're done.
That's not spicy at all.
The plantain's pretty, and the sweetness that comes through of it allows it to.
It's quite warm, like a warm flavour to it.
Yeah. I think that is the spiced meat, what you just had. How do you feel about that second one? I haven't tried that before.
It's really good. It's like barbecue-y.
Okay.
So it's all the same, that's all lamb.
Yeah, this one's all lamb. I think that's all plantain.
That's really good.
Are there any familiar flavours you can taste, like ginger? Or
a little bit. There's a kind of warm flavour that I can't pick out. Like it's spicy, but not.
So how do you think diversity, because we've been talking about diversity, how do you think diversity has changed in the company, or has it helped the company grow in that sense since you've been here?
I've been here 20 years.
Yeah.
It's tricky because we've always been quite diverse. I mean, Nissan Motor Company, diversity is actually now one of our core topics of learning within the company. So we have Diversity Week, and as I said, here in our small studio, so we're only nearly 50 people. We've got 18 nationalities. So within 50, that's pretty good. Diverse. Yeah. 1 in 3 is from a completely different part of the world, which is great. And I think it's the lifeblood of our studio and of creativity. I can't imagine working somewhere where you don't have the tapestry of life. Yeah. Like if everyone looked like me, it'd be horrible.
It would be great.
And everything I do, I find irritating and not useful anyway. So you'd have even more of it. So it'd be pointless. But I always find it fascinating as a group, like different characters.
Yeah.
They can be completely off the wall.
Yeah.
We have an Italian guy here who's crazy as you like, but then next to a quiet Japanese person, but somehow they break friends, and between them they come up with really creative solutions and answers. So
that's really good. That's really good. Last thing about diversity I wanted to ask you was, as a company, or I think in the car industry, as we talk about cars, do you think that they should support movements such as the Black Lives Matter movements, women's equal pay sort of thing? Do you think that's a good thing or a negative? Because I feel like in this country there's been a lot of either backlash to some people that want to support and push, because some people have the wrong ideologies of what it means to support someone that is going through a hard time. Like, for example, I know that when the football thing happened, you made me feel better by just acknowledging that something was happening, and then brought me a little, bringing a little love my way, which made me happy, literally made my day. So I just wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't understand how the world operates sometimes, and when we had that discussion, I was so upset by the way you were feeling
Mm.
and the way it was making you look into it even more, into like the wrong things in life.
Mm.
Maybe I'm a guy that I try and look at the sunnier side of life. I believe and trust in people,
Me too.
and I know as a company we do. Like we have to follow the highest levels of, etiquette, well-being, respect, and trust. And for me, I just don't understand when it's not there. That's my. I just why people are like that is just beyond me.
Mm.
And from my perspective, of course, 100% support all these movements. You know that from our conversations. And I think the more awareness, the better. I think there are some heroes in our midst. Lewis Hamilton is a hero for mine for being a Formula One driver first, but actually the way he carries the messages through his social media, the power he has in that world, I think is amazing because he's changing that whole sport and the spectators.
Yeah.
And I think he's making it more diverse. He's opening up the discussions, and I think these key players are like invaluable to us in all parts of life.
True.
So
Sounds good. Yeah, great.
you just want another cake from me, don't you?
I do. I always want another cake.
She make I fall in love, my baby.
I've got to work all afternoon.
You're only tasting it.
Okay.
Taste. Not drinking it
I
all, please.
can't take it with me then. Some of it.
Well, you could do. But that's not a taste.
Well, you just taste it properly, don't you? So this is Guinness, but different. So this
Guinness, but different.
This has come from Ghana.
Nigeria.
So cheating.
Well,
Oh, you're right. It's really licorice. That's different, completely different to a normal one, yeah. That's quite nice. That's really good, that.
What?
Again and again and again, she make I fall in love, my baby. Over again and again.
As well.
So you can't only import it to Europe. It's not nowhere in Europe. Oh.
I don't know where else it is, to be fair. Yes. Let's see.
Yeah, I could drink that.
Yeah.
But it's easy to drink that one.
So that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to drink. Dangerous. Golder.
It's got quite a honey taste, right?
Oh, really? Never tried it. Yes.
Rice
Jollof
first.
Rice. Yes.
So there's one family secret in here.
One family secret in there.
And how's the fish cooked?
It's fried. Yeah?
That's really good. That's really good.
Pinkata cake, which I learnt the English word for is peanut brittle.
I can tell it's peanut. I can see it.
Baby or something, yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
So it's shine, babe.
Okay. Alice's mom, she didn't even make herself. But it's like that works.
Some.
Yeah.
5.1%. Good.
Oh, okay. Yes. This was my dad's favourite.
Yeah.
That one.
It's good. That one's good. It's very fresh. You could probably drink more of that one, or I could. This one's more honey, and this one's like a meal in itself, I think.
You drink that before.
Yeah. That's good.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm getting on a session.
Do we almost have a winner? So you rated the Guinness at 8 on foot. You can review. You can go back and change it too.
Yeah. Well, I reckon for a winter's day, that one.
Okay. Winter's Day, cold nights.
Yeah.
Guinness.
If you're having one on its own, that one.
Yeah.
And if you're going for it.
I love that.
Okay.
That is such a good rating.
It's true. That's pretty. This is what the people on the coast of Ghana, you know, the fancy.
So
they
from
said
us.
this is
outside work.
what they said. This is what stopped them from getting COVID. They came on camera. No, it's true. Because they're fishermen. They live by the water, and they said that they would drink this one shot every morning and one before they came back when they brought the fish in. And they said that's why COVID never came to them. We were like, okay.
I'll drink to that. How do you say cheers in Ghanaian?
Bossoe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bossoe.
I can see why no one got COVID.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you
for doing this
Thank you
for
very
us. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Again and again and again, now to make I fall in love, my baby. Over again and again and again, now fall in love again.